As a seasoned spacefarer with more years under my belt than I care to admit, let me tell you about the FormLoop and Top Roll maneuvers in Star Wars Outlaws. These aren't just fancy names for acrobatic tricks. They're essential tools for any Trailblazer pilot worth their salt. In the universe of Star Wars Outlaws, your reliable companion is the Trailblazer, the ship you'll count on for travel between planets in combat. Since it plays such a crucial role, enhancing it should be a priority to give yourself the upper hand in battles. Consequently, aim to outfit it with the finest upgrades as you journey through the cosmos. And similar to how the speeder in Star Wars Outlaws serves as your primary means of ground transportation, the Trailblazer becomes your go-to vessel for space travel. Upon acquiring it swiftly, you'll find that it is exclusively yours to pilot.
To enhance its capabilities, you need to shell out a specific amount of credits and locate a ship mechanic who can perform upgrades. Some improvements may even necessitate additional parts.
Engines are beneficial additions, however, they aren't the most essential upgrades. Prioritize them slightly lower compared to others because engine enhancements primarily boost speed while in travel mode, which doesn't aid in combat. While this is a useful feature, it lacks the practicality of your other upgrade choices. In essence, this is a straightforward enhancement without any extra requirements. All you need are credits and the essential upgrades for your ship to perform optimally. You can acquire this upgrade at a later stage in the game, post the acquisition of your preferred weapons and hull enhancements. It's advisable to prioritize combat-related improvements initially, leaving non-combat upgrades for later. The two main defensive parts of your ship, the shields and the hull, are important to keep it in tip-top shape. The deflector shield has one main part, and the best upgrade you can get for it is the S50C. Each upgrade and piece of the deflector shield only gives you a greater capacity. This only gives you a greater capacity. So this is not your biggest priority, but more health is always better. You will have to have the previous two shield upgrades to get this one, but any shield is better than none. This should be a priority, but it is really not as important as the hull itself.
You will want to have a decent shield to make it through hefty combat, but if your hull is not as good as it needs to be, then your shield capacity will matter less if your ship can be destroyed as soon as you lose the shield.
If you're seeking a reliable source of ion disabling capability, this is an excellent upgrade to consider. It falls under the missile enhancement track and fires energy pulses ionized, all to incapacitate vessels. This pairing works exceptionally well with any other weapon system since it allows you to first neutralize ships, subsequently handle any additional threats, and finally eliminate them using a different weapon. The thrill of navigating around with these for this very reason can be quite enjoyable. And with this specific upgrade, you'll enjoy enhanced destructive power and efficiency, making it possible for you to target larger, more menacing vessels and incapacitate them too. For a look at the different kinds of missiles available, check out the table provided below. Regardless of the missiles you select, they will perform effectively, but the added benefit of being able to utterly neutralize a vessel makes it an exciting combination too. This enhancement needs to be completed by finishing one of the specialized missions in the game Star Wars Outlaws, which is demonstrated in YouTuber Train067's video. The character Tika, also known as the Hot Fixer, offers this upgrade and you can easily attain it through a quest line that traverses Tatooine. Even though you currently possess a laser cannon, let me tell you, this laser turret offers an extra layer of both offense and defense for you to utilize. Initially, you'll notice that its upgrade is unavailable, indicating that you cannot access it until you complete a specific task. After acquiring this laser turret, there are a few additional options for you. Firstly, there's at least one upgrade available for this turret, enhancing the level of damage it can inflict. This isn't an immediate priority since the laser turret performs well on its own, but having the upgrade can be beneficial. Secondly, you have the option to transform the laser turret into an ion turret. However, the choice is yours, as you may already have other weapons on the Trailblazer. The last possible upgrade for your hull, this one gives you much greater durability. It makes your auto repair function that can trigger during battle better. The durability increases the Trailblazer's HP, and the auto repair means that your ship can take damage and remove that damage without your input during battle. This is why it is one of the best upgrades for your ship. And crucially, you will want to keep the hull in the best shape possible, as without your hull, your ship has no HP and cannot be flown. If you want to see some examples of combat and why it is important to keep your hull updated, check out Gamer's Praise video. Take care of your ship, and it will take care of you generally speaking, so make sure you are ready to go before you leave the spaceport. In Star Wars Outlaws, certain enhancements are exclusive to those who have the help of a skilled expert. Unlike regular upgrades that depend on your current progress or the ship's capabilities, these special perks hinge on who you know. For example, Lando could provide you with the skill to perform strafing maneuvers in your spacecraft. Authority is not typically accessible. You can find out how to reach Lando within Star Wars Outlaws by following this guide. Defeat 10x enemies in space. Find 10x containers in space, and especially dodge 5x incoming missiles. Auto unlock. Defeat 6-time interceptors and 12 times enemy ships. Complete a space smuggler contract. Requires loop maneuver. Defeat an Imperial Gazani class cruiser in space, and it's complete a space enforcer contract. However, the top roll maneuver from Rooster is one of the better expert upgrades, as it allows you to position yourself directly behind an enemy. This lets you get the advantage and prevents your enemies from giving you grief. Additionally, this allows you to have the most control over some of your space battles. To see exactly how to find a Rooster, check out YouTuber Zayfrost Pet's YouTube video. Alright, on the spacecraft named Trailblazer, you'll find a decent number of laser cannons. Interestingly, there are 3 distinct upgrade paths for these weapons, each proving to be quite beneficial as they form your primary means of attack aboard your vessel. Although alternatives like missiles and ion cannons exist, the upgrades for the laser cannon serve as fundamental go-to enhancements that will significantly simplify your gameplay experience. In the intense space battles of Star Wars Outlaws, the rapid-fire cannon proves to be incredibly beneficial, primarily because it allows for simultaneous strikes against multiple targets. Coupled with strategic upgrades, This weaponry gives you an edge over your opponents, enabling you to outmaneuver them and potentially eliminate several at once. It's advisable not to overlook this upgrade, as your enemies certainly won't in this game.